secret. Do you know that God has a secret? There's lots of things that we can learn about God in the Bible. I don't know everything there is to know about God. I don't think there's anyone who knows everything there is to know about God. But the more we read the Bible, the more we can learn about God. But still, God has a secret. Something that he hasn't told anyone. And we're going to find out a little bit more about it later on. But last night, I was at a party. Do you like parties? Love parties. Last night I was at a party. And it was a surprise party. It wasn't a surprise for me. I knew about it. I had to wait for it. So I was busy getting ready for the party. So I knew about it. But it was a surprise party for my brother. So it was a secret from him. There was quite a few of us who knew about it. He didn't know anything about it because it was a secret. And he didn't know anything about it until it happened. And the party was great. We had a great time. But it gave me an idea. Gordon, go you and have a cup of coffee. I'm going to be away with kids' church, so you just go and get a cup of coffee.
Yeah, get the coffee here. That's great.
All right, well, take it away down there with you somewhere because I want you out of the way. So my idea was this. I'm going to have a surprise party for Gordon. And I need you to help me to plan it, okay? Now, it's going to be a secret. Everybody else can know about it. He's not allowed to know because it's a surprise. Now, he will know when the time is right. He'll know on the day of his birthday. So I've got here some invitations. And I thought if we send out some invitations, then everybody else will know about it, but not send one to him, so he won't know about it. It'll still be our secret. So, dear whoever, that's we all of us, come to a party, and we'll pick the date. So we need to decide on a date. But that's easy. We'll do it on his birthday. So if I fill that in, do that. And we can put some stamps, put them in envelopes, put some stamps, and post them. And while the party invitations are in the post, then that gives us time to plan everything else. Now, I'm sure that you've been to lots more parties than I have, so I think you will have lots of ideas, things that we would need for a party. I've got some things, Stephanie, but I don't know whether they're going to be useful, and I don't know whether they're the right things. So, can you please tell me some things that we might need if we're going to have a party? Wrapping paper. What are we going to wrap up? So we need a present. Okay, so we've got the wrapping paper. I do have that present. What can we get them? Well, I've got a pair of socks and some sweets. Would that do? Do you think maybe a book? I think he's already got this one, but never mind. We'll wrap it up. It'll look good. So that's, we've got a present.
I finished the coffee.
Have we got paper? No. There's nothing going on here. Have you finished your coffee? Well, I think you should have another cup. Go right down the line. Just leave me alone to get on with kids. Stay out of the way today. Right. So what else would we need for the party? What kind of things do you have at parties? Sweets? Okay. Well, do you know what? I'm going to add that to my list. Because the sweets that I had, I'm going to wrap them up for a present. So we need to have some sweets. Okay, so now I've got started my to-do list. What else do we need for a party? I did. Balloons. Yeah, got balloons. So we'll put them in here. Okay, anything else? Kina, what do you think you would have at a party? Do you get food to eat? Do you get nice food? What about, I'm not going to get the food yet because it's a bit early, but I'd get some paper plates like this maybe. You'd have this for a party. Can you think of anything else? What would you do at a party? Dance? Music? We need music. I'll add that to my list. Okay, so I'll organise some music. What about some games to play? We'll put some games in. That'd be a good idea, Kina. What else might you have at a party? I think there's a party going on in the next hall down there. What do you think they have? A bouncy castle. Well, I don't have a bouncy castle in the bag, but I do have a page about a bouncy castle long back. It says how to book it. I'll put that in here and I'll book that later. And what about a birthday cake? Well, if you were at the last day, we had a pancake party here. You'll know that I'm not very good at baking. So I'll order a birthday cake, but we'll have some candles for it, will we? Is that a good idea for our party? So we'll put them in there as well. What about some banners? We need some banners to decorate the place. Happy birthday to that day. Put them in there as well. So that's us just about ready for our party. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep these in here, secret. We're not going to tell. We'll put those away so that he won't suspect a thing. But we have everything ready. We can have ready. I've got my to-do list so we can get the rest of it ready. But remember, it's a secret.
Did I miss anything?
No, nothing. Still carrying on with kids' church. You're all right.
Okay.
So I told you that I went to a party last night, and it was a surprise party. It was a secret. The problem is, my sister-in-law told me a few weeks ago what day the party was going to be on, but she didn't tell me what time it was at, and she didn't tell me where the party was. So yesterday I had all my things baked and I thought, I don't know where I'm going, so I better phone her. So I phoned her and she told me what time it was, she told me where it was at, and we were able to go to the party. Imagine if you got an invitation like this. Okay, so it tells us we're invited to a party, that you are invited to a party. And it's a birthday party. It's at your friend's house. But there's no date. And there's no time. What would you do? You wouldn't know when to get ready. You wouldn't know when to get that present wrapped up. Because it doesn't tell you when it's going to be. Bit strange. But do you know that God has invited us to a party? The best party there's ever going to be. It's in heaven. And everyone is invited. That's some party. And we can read lots of things about it in the Bible. God has invited all of us to come to heaven, to a wonderful, wonderful party. And that's not a secret. We know there's going to be a party. And the Bible tells us that we need to get ready. In fact, the Bible tells us that Jesus is in heaven right now, getting it ready. And when it's ready, he's going to come back for us and take us there. But we have to be ready. And that part is not a secret. We hear about that all the time. We hear about it in church. We hear about it in kids' church. We hear it in GB and BB. We need to be ready. That part is not a secret. The secret is when. God knows, but there isn't a single other person who knows. So that's why I'm calling that God's secret. God has told us we need to be ready, and he hasn't told us when. The Bible tells us that the day that Jesus comes back, things like this will happen. There'll be two women out working, both together. One of them is ready, and when Jesus comes back, instantly she goes to heaven. But the other person isn't ready, and she's left scratching her head like, where did my friend go? The Bible tells us that will happen, that anyone who is not ready will be left behind. But the Bible does tell us how we need to get ready. And we've talked about this many times in kids' church before, and I don't apologise for saying it again. There's only one way that we can get ready, and to be sure that we are ready for when Jesus comes back to take us to heaven. We need to ask God to forgive us for all the sin that's in our lives. We need to ask Jesus to come and live in our lives and thank him for dying for us. And then we will start to live for him. And that's the only way that we can be ready for heaven. And when we get to heaven, first off, there's going to be a great big party, I think. And we don't want to miss that, do we? So we need to get ready. So next week, we're going to start a new story. And it's about, we've had lots of stories about men in the Bible. We've done Moses and Samuel and David, we've done Joseph, we've done Daniel, Kena. Next week, we're going to do a story about a girl. Yeah, I think so. And her name is Esther. And Esther has a secret. She won't tell until the time is right. So, that's kids' church for today. But what else could we say except for somewhere in outer space, God has prepared a place. Do you remember that one?